All right. Welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. Now, this is actually a video that I never wanted to do. I'm being honest. I'm being honest, people. I never really wanted to do it. Maybe it's going to be my last video on on Dujan Richards. Possibly my last video. Um, so the reason why I'm doing this video is to highlight to you guys how important the role that we play as fans, as media, in the development of Jamaican football and how we impact players, the system, and all those aspects. So, what I want you guys, before I get into that details, guys, please do smash that like button and also hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. I don't want you guys to take this video as a hate video or I'm gonna rate the player or well yeah, bash other people. No. I want you to listen keenly. Listen to the end of the video, people. And then after that, make your analysis and go in the comment section and tell me. This is not an hate video. I'm not going at the player. I'm not going at anyone at the player, associated with the player. I'm just speaking directly to the media, the fans, how we control the narrative. So, this player now. So, Whisper, the most talked about schoolboy footballer right at this present moment. The most talked about schoolboy footballer right at this present moment. Why is that so? Phenomenal talent. Brilliant talent. But let's cast our mind back to two players. Tyreek McGee, Alex Marshall. Let's cast our mind back to them. Now, these two players were undoubtedly highly touted during their time period when both of them were playing their respective seasons in schoolboy football. I talk the most just the same as how we are here. Whisper, people are talking about Whisper, consistently speaking about Whisper. It was the same for these two players. It was the same for these two players. At present moment, Terry McGee in Belgium, not much going on for him at Castle. Not much going on for him. Really hope he will kick on quite soon. At present moment, Alex Marshall in the Jamaica Premier League at Portmore United. Now, both of these players, Tariq McGee and Alex Marshall, are coming under a lot, I mean a lot of scrutiny because of the direction that their the career path turned to. Tariq McGee not getting sufficient game time in Belgium a long while. So the same fans, the same supporters, the same media outlets that were consistently driving up views because of their name, reading, selling publications because of their name, the same fans who were using their name in debate, this and that, are the same fans and same media outlets now beating down on these two players. So I want to remember keenly. And these two players were touted as the two best ever, or even Alex Marshall was touted as one of the best ever schoolboy football for generations. And then not say generation, for decades. Let's use the term for decades. And look what's happening right now. The same set of fans were beating them down, said, hey, no go on for them. Just overhype. And they love to use the term overhype. Love to use the term overhype. Not now go on for them. They overhype. I just nice them and make board them. This and that and rate. That is the situation we have right now with these two players. That is the situation. Now, let's fast track to 2022. Let's fast track to 2022. To 2022, people. All right, before we get to that, just interruption, small interruption, guys. Please do remember to follow our Patreon account. The Patreon link will be in the pinned comment section. In the comment section, and also it's in the description. It's in the description. For the Patreon is a way to support the program, help us to grow, and also to provide more coverage for you guys. It will help with assist the channel, getting equipment, and all these factors. And on the Patreon, you're not just signing up to say you're just signing up sake. You will get behind the scenes coverages, coverage of Premier League games, coverage of any little thing, even match day vlogs from me, and also things that most persons, the other persons wouldn't see. So that's important. That's the reason for patrons. So guys, please support our patrons, people. It will help us to grow. We want to get some more persons on the channel. We also want to get some more persons working with me, and I'm trying my best to see how to do that. And that is money. And I'm really looking forward to get the help and support from you guys. So guys, please follow and support us in the Patreon. And you can support anywhere in the world, not just USA. You can support anywhere in the world. That is the reason why I use Patreon, the Patreon account. Big up, people, and thank you very much. Looking forward to your support. Let's get back to the details. All right, so this is what happened now. Let's fast forward back to 2022, where we have Dujan Richards. Now, the most talked about schoolboy footballer right through the season. Also thought it to be one of the most brilliant phenomena since sliced bread. So that is the pinnacle that we have put him on. So we have basically crowned him. Now, we should now be very mindful or be very careful in how we handle this situation. We should remember, this is a 17-year-old kid. He is a kid. He's a child. He's a child, people. Most of the persons who are creating all this fuss and making all this noise are doubling age, tripling age. So we should be very, very mindful in how we assess this young man. We don't want to be a case in which we see another Alex Marshall or anything like that. No, people are going to say, hey, that can't happen, this or that. No, people who don't know, football is the most unpredictable career part to choose. It's one of the most unpredictable career path to choose because started off as a brilliant player, turned into a coach, turned into a kit man, anything can happen. And also you can go to the professional level. So we have to be mindful. Now, the interviews that was done, the coach, now he got selected because the old notion is he should be in the squad, this, that, and he got selected. He's now selected, fine. But for some reason, it seems as if, even though he is selected, it hasn't stopped there. We should be very mindful in how we deal with this young man in the media eyes. Listen, the burden that is on his shoulder is tremendous. Luckily, his father is very, very supportive. His father is very, very supportive. His agent don't really help with that. I'm being honest. His agent don't really help with being supportive. What he's doing is not supportive. He's actually adding more burden and more pressure on the young man. Yes, people are going to upset for that. Sergo, that is the truth. It is the truth. And Sergo, you have to talk the truth. His father is very supportive, so you can imagine the amount of work when father have to do with him, keeping him mentally aware, keeping him focused on his schoolwork, and also just being a child. We don't want to take away his youthful experience from him. We don't want to take that away. So there must be a balance. We must try to understand that he's young, and the burden and the pressure that we're putting on him, the burden that we're putting on Whisper is something similar to what is on Lionel Messi. And I'm not comparing Whisper to Messi. I'm comparing to the pressure that's on the young man. So we're expecting this 17-year-old to be breaking records, to be breaking all doors. That's not how it is. We should understand that in the world of football, every single thing is a transition. And we take stages. We advance from each stage. We understand what's happening at each stage. And we correct things that happen at each stage. This young man is not the finished article. And we are behaving as if he's a finished article. When they were interviewers were interviewing the national coach, three quarter of the questions, or maybe half of the questions, were about Whisper. And I'm saying to myself, that doesn't make any sense. Why don't the young man get his international call up? Allow him be. Let him monkey. Let him get to understand the levels. Let him understand what's going on. Rather than that, you're still highlighting or still trying to push the young man way above the direction that you should be putting. Let him simmer in the moment. It's a big deal for him. Let him understand. He must nervous. What if on the first day or the first 2 days in turn up, him nervous and things don't really go as though everybody would think, because this is a big deal for him. And then now, when the media come on now, add more pressure, add more this, add more that. We have to be very, very careful. This might be one of the last videos I've done on Whisper. People, let's temper expectations and let the young man develop into the top quality talent that he is. Let him develop. Let's understand that in football, there are structures in regards to your developmental stage. Let him develop, people. Let him develop. Let's stop. Let's be careful. We don't want to see next 2-3 years from now, and it's not what we put our mind to say, boy, him should be here, him should be here, and it's not at that level. And all of a sudden, then now the same set of people them who not glorify him, turn around and start beat him. He's a young man. Let him grow. Let him develop, people. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. In the comment section, go in the comment section and tell me what you think. If you want to beat me, if you want to say me bad mind, if you want to say I'm foolishness me a chat, I do know there is people who are sensible enough to say, you know, say that makes some sense. And remember, people, just remember what we same one as fans and even as media do to the likes of Tyreek McGee and Alex Marshall, and how we beat them, how we said them this and then that are rated. But cast your mind back to when these players were in schoolboy football. It's the same thing that we're doing to these players. The same thing we're same thing we're handling these players, saying this and saying that. And then now, when things don't work out well, we're same set of players and people will go up on them back and beat them down like not never going for them in life. People, let's be mindful how we approach this thing. Let's be very, very professional. And I'm not saying you should not be a fan, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be supportive, but let's definitely understand what is going on here and what is happening. Big up, people. I'm not saying nothing in the national team. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying is let him develop. That's what I'm saying. And take the pressure off the young man's back. Take the pressure off his back. Me know I'm not going to compare him to Wayne Rooney at 16. We're not going to all them the comparison to suit on the narrative. So this is a man at that age and that man at that age. This is Jamaica here. This is Jamaica. This is different. This is different. This is a different player. It's a different attitude. Everything is different. Circumstances are different. Just understand that, people. So, big up, people. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Smash the like button and the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, remember the Patreon, people. Support our Patreon. Please smash the like button. MG Sports TV, people. We are out. Boom.